So you, like me, are probably wondering, is this the right pair of headphones for you? So if you're broke like I am, then probably not. I would say probably go for the older model. I have the XM5s right here. These are great headphones. Don't let anyone fool you. This is gonna get the job done. Heck, the XM4s, in my opinion, I've had all of them. The XM4s are actually better than the XM5s because they fold and they sound a little better, but that's just my personal opinion. We can go ahead and get these opened up. So when you open up the case, first thing you're gonna notice is this little magnet right here on the side, which is, oh my gosh, so much better than a zipper. Like, you wouldn't believe this. I just always hated the zipper. I never used the case because of it. Now I actually use the case because all you gotta do is literally just lift up right there. Case is open. So you actually have slightly less storage space, which can be a good thing as well, because let's be honest, you don't need a whole dang zipper up here and a pouch and all this stuff. All I actually use is this audio cable in here. The headphones themselves, I've had these for about a week now. Crazy build quality. I mean, especially when you compare them next to each other, you can just feel a difference. So first thing that I noticed actually was that the XM6 is a little bit more sleek. So you can kind of tell by just how these headphones are sitting. They have a smaller profile than these ones do. So actually, if you just compare the sizes, you can kind of tell the XM6 is overall a little bit smaller, which is another thing that I noticed immediately when I tried these on. Actually, this is something I haven't heard anyone else talk about. The XM6 can be a little pinchy. This is on Reddit right now. I've seen other people complain about it too. If you put these things on, it'll choke you. Like, kind of kinky. They're a little tight. So actually what I did was I ended up taking a big stack of books. I put them on my head like this, got it comfortable, and then I left it at that size and stretched them out over about 6 books, and then I left them there overnight, and that helped a lot. I mean, you can tell also just by moving these, like the XM5s have a lot more give. Out of the box, these are going to be a lot tighter, which is actually a good thing, because if you're working out, running, all that stuff, they're going to stay on, whereas the XM5s, if I do this with my head, they're going to slide around. Just in trying those on, I just noticed that the XM5 has a lot less passive noise isolation than the XM6 does. It almost sounds like these are on compared to these when you just try them on side by side. The first thing I noticed off rip, I've been missing it for years, is the ability to actually fold these in, because it just makes them so much smaller. Like the size comparison when these are folded, it's literally half. Like, this is genuinely half the size once they're folded. So I missed that a lot, and I think that was smart from Sony actually to do that, because it made all of us who bought the XM5 be like, well, probably can get the XM6 because it folds. I mean, that's really all it took for us. So smart, honestly, but still kind of evil. I had to charge these once in the last week. I'd say honestly they're right on par. If you guys do want to see a battery rundown, I can do that, but I just don't really feel like putting in 40 hours of just timing them. So if that's something someone wants to see, I'll do it. So the buttons right here on the bottom, they actually changed those. That makes it a lot easier. And then the mics, they painted them black. I don't know if you can really see that or if it'll focus up correctly, but they painted the mics black on there, compared to the XM5s, which are this ambery orange color, which, if I'm being honest, I really never liked that. Another thing that's really great about these is the active noise canceling. It is better, and I'm saying that because I've had the XM5s for 4 or 5 years now. So it's a step up. Like, you can barely hear yourself talk. AC, fans, vehicles, all that stuff, you're not really... I would venture to say you're actually not going to hear that stuff. And that's something that I've been waiting on with noise canceling for a lot of years. So I'm actually really impressed with that. Ambient sound, they actually, oh my gosh, they stepped it up. I can leave these on and have a normal conversation and forget that I'm wearing them, because they're actually so accurate. And then what they did is they combined their 360 sound with the ambient sound. So what you're getting is almost like real life. So it genuinely is so close that after I've been wearing them for 20 minutes, I can forget that I'm wearing them. And then if I'm talking to someone and I'm like, oh, I need to hear them better, like, taking these off doesn't change anything. It literally sounds the same. So if that's the feature that you're going to use, I'd go ahead and upgrade. Me personally, I was able to upgrade just for this video. You know, I'm not big enough that I'm making any money yet, but I'm investing towards that. What I did was I ended up selling those ones to my dad, and then I had a couple other things that I resold. So I was able to get these for basically no additional cost than my XM5s. If you're looking for headphones, these are devious. They are super good headphones. I almost want to find excuses to wear them. I brought them with me to work like maybe 5 times, and I wasn't really able to use them. They have a few different modes. So in the app, you can switch it from standard mode to different listening modes that kind of, honestly, that's gimmicky. It's really not that crazy. It just makes it sound like it's like tinny. So it doesn't really sound like differently placed in the room. It just sounds like a lot more elevator music-esque. And then it also has a cinema mode, which also, it really just changes the EQ to where it sounds more full, I guess. So if you're watching, like, let's say Avengers Endgame, I would probably turn that mode on. But if you're watching, like, I don't know, Dr. House, I'd leave it off, just because it's not like a engaging cinematic experience. Overall, I'm actually going to give these headphones a 9.5. They are so good. The case, the accessories, the headphones themselves, being able to fold, all of this stuff just comes together to make, honestly, the best headphones I've ever had. If you have the money, then send it. If you don't have the money, then be smart and, you know, make a wiser investment, or wait until you do have the money. Just save up. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe. I'm going to be trying to do more of this stuff as I can. Next, I have a PS5 Pro that I just got. Let me know if you guys have any questions about the headphones I can help you with, and I'll see you guys in the next one.